acceptance does not necessarily mean settling. More shopping shenanigans. Okay, I got all the stuff that they want, all the stuff. This cart was shocking me, so I have to put my arm like this because it was shocking me. I have no idea what was going on there. It might be because my coat was rubbing against it, but has that ever happened to you guys before? You're pushing a cart and it's shocking you? I don't know. Good evening, welcome to a new weekly vlog. I hope everyone is having a great day whenever you are watching this. If you are new here, my name is Jasmine and I believe in smart tips for a glowing life leads to less stress and more time for beauty. And on this channel we talk about everything related to mom life, married life, work life, content creator life, beauty, and I am currently on a healing journey, working and practicing on choosing me. So if you're interested in any of those things, please be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, all of that good stuff. Anyway, today is Saturday, so I got my lashes done. I'm going to show you them when I get home because it's a little dark. I'm playing around with the lighting in this parking lot. I'm at the Giant, and so I'm playing around with the lights in the parking lot, and I wanted to check in with you guys because I did a lot of running around today that wasn't supposed to really be happening. Yeah, Giant always be playing this thing like we watching y'all anyway. So yeah, had to hurry up and get some food because it's supposed to snow tonight, and I just got the boys everything that they like. I really like, we eat Rocky cooks, and yeah, I just don't feel like thinking about it right now, and it's snowing, and yeah, so they got everything that they like. I tell them, send me a text message of everything you want, okay? This dang Isaiah gonna say Doritos. So you gonna eat Doritos all week? Like, this is your sustenance for the week, Doritos? Please. Anyway, so yeah, I got all of that stuff done. I didn't spend that much money either, and I got a ham coupon. I got a coupon for a free ham, so I guess I can give that to Rocky if he wants to buy a ham for Christmas. I don't know, we do pork, but not really. So if anything, maybe I'll give it to my grandmother because she may cook it. I don't know, okay, but I'll let her know and see what she wants to do. But again, I wasn't really supposed to be out this late. What was supposed to happen was I was supposed to get my lashes done, and then I was supposed to go to the Netflix house to shoot some content, and then I was supposed to come to Giant and get some food and then go home. That's not what happened. I got my lashes done, but sometimes when I get my lashes done, me and my lash artist, like, we have such deep conversations, and a lot of times I don't fall asleep as she's doing my lashes. Like, majority of the time I don't fall asleep while she's doing my lashes because we have such great conversation. And so we were having those conversations, and my appointment was at 1:30 and I left out of there at 5 o'clock. Okay, and it wasn't because she was doing my lashes that whole time. No, it was because we were talking. And I appreciate that. Like, when she can, she spends extra time with me because that's what she wants to do. And so that means I'm like a great person, you know what I'm saying? And we had a great conversation regarding knowing your place. Okay. What started the conversation was, she asked me, how much do I spend on my maintenance? So she's talking about everything that you hear me talk about me getting. My lashes, my hair, my nails, and then I get a wax. Those are the only maintenance items that I do. I don't do any other maintenance. I used to do facials, once a month facials, but I eliminated that because I wanted the money to instead go to Isaiah's activity. So I eliminated that. And then the other part of that money that I was using, I want them to go and get haircuts every month because I want them to take pride in their appearance and grooming. They see me do it. They see their father do it, and I want to make sure that they take part in it as well, right? So they get haircuts every month as well. So I eliminated that cost. It used to be massages and facials. I completely eliminated that. Like, that's a luxury at this point, like when I get a moment in time or a couple extra dollars to do it, right? She was like, well, how do you do all of this stuff? So I explained it to her. How do you do? She first started saying, well, you can save money by changing this from that in my wax appointment. But then I explained to her, like, I'm not concerned about that. Like, I'm not concerned about it. It's not something that I'm looking to penny pinch on. I don't have to. And so she said, well, what is it? Like, and then she did, because she owns her own business. She has her stuff, and she has a very, very successful business. So she's like, you know, I mean, I get it. I understand. You know, sometimes, you know, again, when I say I'm seeking abundance, I'm not talking about financial. I'm seeking more clarity within myself, knowing myself, trusting myself, you know, confidence in myself, which I have that, but it's just in a way where I'm going to do what I want without feeling that I need to stop for anybody or anything, you know, and I'm not crazy when I'm realizing things and I see things, you know what I mean? Things like that. That's part of my healing journey. So as I gain more skill with navigating that part of me, I gain abundance. That's what I'm talking about when I say that that's what I'm looking for. And otherwise, I'm blessed. So when I said this to her, I said, when I do good, and I've seen my grandmother do this, like, and even in her old age with her issues, it's still happening. When you do good, good comes back to you. And so that is also part of why I have that problem solving thing, because I've noticed that when I'm solving problems and helping people and doing good, eventually good comes back to me. It is true. It has never failed me, and it is the way that I live and move through my life. I move through my life with confidence, knowing that I'm a good person, that I have integrity, and I behave ethically, and I have great intentions and good intentions when I interact with people. When I move and function like that, good things always come to me. That's why it seems carefree a little bit. It could be carefree a little bit as I'm navigating and doing things. Oh, I'm just going to this, or I'm just going to that, because I know what I can and cannot do, and I also and I function in that. I accept that, and then I move accordingly. We ended up talking about acceptance, and I told her throughout this year, searching for that inner voice that I have learned about acceptance. And sometimes people view acceptance as a negative. You are settling. I don't view acceptance in the manner that I'm talking about in that way. I am accepting that this is who I am in this moment right now. And in this moment right now, I have the ability and flexibility to do this. It doesn't mean that in the future I won't be able to do even more, or that I don't want more. I do. You can always have more. But in this moment, I accept that I am who I am. and that I am in a process of working on who I am, and the access that I have to do this or that or whatever it is what it is right now. Okay, I have accepted, and this is my place. This is my spot in this moment. And when other opportunities and moments present themselves to me, I will accept who I am and where I am when I get to that moment. We had a great conversation about acceptance. Marinate on that, because I got to get on home. Marinate on that. Acceptance does not necessarily mean settling. It's snowing. The first snow in Philly. It's snowing. Good morning. Today is Sunday. So, this is crazy because in our house, there's levels to this stuff. There's levels, okay? Rocky is number one. He takes care of everything house related, fixing things. He's a wonderful man, wonderful husband, wonderful father. He takes care of everything, okay? Including like the shoveling and stuff of the snow. He is down for the count. He is sick. Isaiah got him sick, okay? He's down, okay? So number two is now Elijah. Elijah has moved up to number two. He's very strong. He does these pull-ups on this pull-up bar. He's swimming. You know, he got the Michael Phelps arms, you know what I'm saying? So he's number two, okay? I'm number three. So he's going to have, Elijah will have to activate to help me shovel the snow or clean off these cars. And I didn't want to drive my car tomorrow because where I'm going is a lot of miles. But this snow is not a lot. This is still spit a little bit, right? But I can't drive Rocky's car right now with the snow because it's a little bit too high for my liking to drive his car. So I'm going to have to drive my car. And I guess as the week progresses, I'm going to then drive his car. It's just a lot of miles going where I got to go on Monday and Tuesday. So I was just trying to avoid that. But that's not what happened. That is not what happened. Oh my God. I can't believe it snowed. Like, it's so rare to have snow, and I actually like snow. I'm the crazy person who likes snow, okay? And I guess I have a little bit of a bias because I drive an SUV. So I have a little bit of bias with snow, I guess. But I absolutely love snow. I love it. I remember the blizzard. I don't know if it was 97 or 96 when I was a child. And me and my mom were out. We weren't at home. And it snowed. And in retrospect, I don't know why she did that. She was young though. So, okay, she had to have been, I can't do the count right now. I'll do the count later and I'll put it down here. The point is, I don't know why she did that. I would have never did that. Even at that age, whatever that age is, I would have never did that. But that's just me. Okay.
And she took me. Okay, anyway. And where we were, there wasn't really any food in that person's house. Her friend's house. I'll say her friend's house. There wasn't really any food there. And there was one thing there, cream of wheat. I hate cream of wheat. Cream of wheat is disgusting. Don't buy it for me. Don't offer me grits. Unfortunately, I am that person. I don't like grits. I don't like cream of wheat. Don't do it. Okay? And so they fed that to me and I threw it up. And I got in trouble. How you get in trouble for not liking something? What we do with our boys, if they don't like it, okay, bye. You got something else in the freezer that you want to cook, because they can cook for themselves at this point, like the air fryer. They know how to use it. Bye. Okay? No, I got in trouble for not liking the cream of wheat and throwing up the cream of wheat. And then my grandmother, the manipulation. My grandmother called. Oh, I got an oven stuffer in the oven right now. I loved baked, you know, those chickens, I guess rotisserie chickens or whatever. And she would put stuffing inside and make gravy. Oh my God, love it, love it, love it. Oh my God. So I was begging, can we go home, please? We did. Where we were, if we were to walk, I would say about a 20-minute walk without snow to back home where in my grandmother's house. But we had to do it in that blizzard. So we walked home in that blizzard. But guess what? I didn't care. Because once I got home, I had my food. I had the food that I wanted to eat. Okay? I had the food that I wanted to eat. Snow don't bother me. Wind is what bothers me. Cold snow, fine. Wind is what bothers me. When it's windy, I don't like that. Anyway, so it took me back there with that memory, seeing all of this snow. So but yeah, we gotta get outside. We're gonna have to shovel. Rocky had already bought salt. I don't know where it's right there. He bought some salt. So he was proactive with that, so we will take care of that. I'm going to try to do the front, where I'm going to have the boy do the front, and then the other boy is feeling better, number 4, okay? Eventually, I'm going to turn into number 4. I can't wait to get to number 4. There's a song I listen to, it says, I'd rather be less. I think I figured out the perks. This is an exact example of a proper use of that phrase. Once Isaiah gets to where Elijah is, they outside, and Rocky Nasi, they gonna be outside shoveling the snow. I will be in the house making the hot cocoa and the warm cookies, to, you know, for y'all to celebrate all of y'all hard work. Yes, that's me. Thank you.
What in the Minecraft is going on out here?
Wait.
What in the Minecraft?
He's about to make a 5th one.
Oh my God. This snow cleaned my car a little bit. Look, I don't know what's going to happen when it dries up, but we can get out. Rockin' can get out. Everything is everything.
Y'all, it is much later after me shoveling some snow. Number 1, waking up and getting up and shoveling the front. He's supposed to be sick. He gets outside and shovels the front. Elijah comes in the house ready to do it, because everybody had their job. You know how I am. You do this, you do that. I'm so good at that, right? He come downstairs and mess up everything. I said, you can't even be sick. That's how he is. And wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Mr. Wonderful. Mr. Incredible. He can't just be sick. But anyway, so, and normally, so, our neighbors are really wonderful. So, my one neighbor, when I'm gonna point this way, it's not this way, but on one side, she's a tutor. So if you've watched some of my if you've watched some of my vlogs in the past, you know that she's helped out with helping Isaiah learn to read. And so then the other neighbors sometimes tell us about useful resources, you know, and they look out for us with packages and things like that. So his job in the wintertime, in response to all of this, is to shovel all of their area. I appreciate him. Anyway, I'm waking up from a power nap. I woke up to this crazy YouTube commercial. I don't know what they're promoting or how to watch it because I want to know more. Apparently, I guess the commercial was this couple gets married, but apparently he's like, oh, you don't really want to be with me, so just pretend, and when your trust fund is released, you know, I guess he said give me the money and that'll be it, right? So then I don't know everybody's name, but I know this man, his name is Sebastian. So I'm listening to this commercial because I'm upstairs getting myself together for bed. I'm like, oh, like a soap opera. Like, what is this commercial? If I see this commercial anytime this week during this vlog, I'm going to tell y'all what it is, because I just was like listening and people was getting slapped. Like, what? This was a YouTube commercial, an ad. It reminds me, I didn't watch Young and the Restless. That was definitely my grandma's show, still is to this day, and her sister. Because when I went to take her cat to the vet, that was definitely on. You know, that's the one that they watch. I don't think they watch anything else. There was another one with this woman named Brooke. Comment below if you know which one I'm talking about. My grandmother watched it, but got so angry because of this Brooke character. Like, was always angry about this Brooke character. Otherwise, it's Young and the Restless. And it might be her. I don't think so. I think it's As the World Turns or something. Anyway, I used to watch one called Passions. I had a friend who introduced me to Passions, and that was my show, and I wanted to see it, but of course it's a daytime soap opera, like I'm in school. But those sick days, I watched Passions. I did. If there's a way to binge watch Passions, so like I could see every single episode, I would. Yeah, I would. And when Tabitha's sidekick passed away in real life, oh, I was sad. I was sad. Comment below also if you remember the soap opera Passions. Okay, that's what this YouTube ad reminded me of. Oh my goodness. Anyway, I am looking forward to this week Pilates, of course. I'm really looking forward to getting a change of scenery from work tomorrow and Tuesday. But because of this snow, I have no idea what's going to happen tomorrow. So I am on the lookout for any changes. I got a little alley-oop power though, because I got 2 phones, right? My work phone. So if I get notification about something, I'd be, you know, wherever I want to be at, or my home area, I'd be one of the first people to know anyway. So I don't know, and I went to pull out a little bit Mega Tundra. I'm good. I got a sports utility vehicle. This is exactly why I got one. I didn't want to think about this type of stuff anymore. This is, again, I'm biased. I like snow for that reason, because it doesn't affect me, because I have an all-wheel drive sports utility vehicle. So I'm sorry. I like snow, and I like driving in snow, and I'll be like, with all of this stuff all over the trees and stuff, like tomorrow, but then when it's all dirty, oh, I hate that snow. That dirty snow, disgusting. Today and tomorrow's snow is going to be great. That dirty snow that we're going to see for the rest of this time until it melts, disgusting. Ew. Oh yeah, I got on Instagram. I forgot to mention, I'm also looking forward to get my hair done this week. I don't know how I forgot that. Why would I forget that? Like, I'm thinking about we're going out. We plan on going out with each other, me and my stylist, at the end of the month. But how could I forget that? I want to go see him next week to get my hair done. I think it's because I did my hair, so like I'm not really thinking about it. So, but yes, I definitely am going to go and get my hair done. And then I'm trying to figure out, because Friday, is that going to be the 22nd? Let me count. I got to count the days. Today is the 14th. No, it ain't. That's Monday. The 22nd is the Monday. But that weekend is still something significant because the 22nd is the Monday. I'm trying to think about how I want to celebrate my consistency. So, consistency with the vlog, consistency with Pilates, just 2025 in consistency. It's so hard to remain consistent with the things and the goals that you want to do. Throughout this year, there's been times where I'm like, do I give up filming these vlogs? It wasn't many times. There's a vlog, and maybe I'll put it up here, that I posted, where my the first time, no, there was three technical hurdles that I had this year that made me feel like I needed to quit doing this. The first one was when I had no hard drives, and I'm just thinking that, now this is just me, I'm being silly. I'm just thinking that I could just edit into oblivion, and it was like, oh no. Then I got the hard drive from my stepdad for Christmas last year, right? That hard drive is the one that is finally busted now. When I had the issue with it wouldn't save, and I got the second hard drive. So that's the first time I had an issue. But then I was still able to save things to it. I just couldn't render the vlog to it. I had to use the other hard drive that I bought. Then there was the third technical issue was when it went kaput. And that's when I bought the SSD and the other hard drive for Mac. So I got 2 hard drives and I talked about this in a previous vlog, the storage system that I have. If you are going to be a content creator, you have to be able to store your stuff, okay? That is the number 1 takeaway besides consistency. Okay, number 2 then. That is the second takeaway. You have to be able to store your stuff. It's a lot of stuff, okay? And so, again, I talked about this in the previous vlog, but if you're here, I'm going to tell you, I have 3 hard drives. 1 is for my libraries, my iMovie libraries. 1 is for my legacy. That is all of the finished products go in there. And the third one I have is the SSD drive. And all I use that to do is to edit the vlogs. And I do it on a monthly basis. And when the month is over, I transfer the month to my library hard drive, delete it and all its contents from my SD drive, and start over. It's been working so beautifully. I have no issues. I have no problems. I don't have to think about it anymore. It's just boom, boom, boom. And at the end of the month, I pull out the library drive and move the library, and we start clean every single time. Okay? So I've been loving that process. It's easy. And I have ChatGPT to thank for helping me navigate those challenges. And I also put out in the community when I had some of these challenges, and some comments for the community actually helped me like figure this process out. Like, I'm so grateful for that, because when I encountered that, I was like, oh, maybe it's time, maybe this is my sign to stop. Or when I had real hard days, like work days and stress, and oh, I can't vlog today, I can't, like, but I still picked up the camera, I still did it though. That consistency to do something, that was all about choosing me, because it's what I want to do. That consistency I want to celebrate, and I just don't know how to celebrate it yet. I don't know if I want to really celebrate it like how I would celebrate something going out or whatever on my own, or if I just want to do something here. You know, I see this person on TikTok that makes these like cake bento boxes, and I'm like, maybe I should do that. But everybody all healthy and stuff in the house, like they don't want to eat no cake, like they don't want to eat no unhealthy stuff. Maybe I am Glorilla today. I don't know, so I'm still thinking about that. We shall see. I'll figure that out. But I definitely want to do that either Friday or this upcoming weekend. So we shall see. I don't know yet. Thinking about it, but we shall see. So. Good evening. It is Monday. I had an amazing day at work. So amazing. I'm gonna lean on this wall. But then I came home and instantly got overstimulated because the kids were talking to me non-stop. No, I need a moment.
Sorry.
I need a moment. I wanted to film a video, and I'm paying such close attention to what's going on right now. I wanted to film a video about my favorite products for 2025, and I'm probably still going to do it. I'm just going to have to do it late tonight when everybody is asleep, because I am overstimulated. There were other factors of why I stopped YouTube, but this one is definitely one of the factors. Several things happened with why I stopped YouTube, including work and fear about doing it and work and stuff. But another piece of it was my children, and they require so much attention, and I know that because I'm at work and you know I'm not home a lot because I have to work on site. Once I get home, it's like and what's starting to happen now is, now that people know how to text and send messages, they're texting and sending messages all day, and I can't really pay attention to that because you know I'm working, and I want to pay attention to everything and listen to the things that they say, and I do, but sometimes it's just too much. And here's the second, I guess this is the second rant about Isaiah and schoolwork. Isaiah had some extra things he had to do because he was sick those days last week. And so one of the things was a math assignment, and he's starting to learn the basics of algebraic thinking, finding an unknown, right? B or N or whatever, right? He got very, 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 very frustrated. And when he gets very frustrated, like, why do I gotta do this? This isn't the right level, which, how do you 8 years old, how you know what level you supposed to be? Like, and they just go on and on, and I'm like, you gotta stop. I'm going to tell you what you need to know so you can learn this. Stop. And the getting distracted in between and not staying focused, they do that a lot. Because they're young and they're excited, they can't control themselves. But it can be frustrating, extremely frustrating, especially when you have this thought in your head, like when you're trying to help them learn something. You have this thought in your head and you want to express it and get them to understand it, but they're like, I'm hungry, or this, right? I want this, or I want that. And right now, they want to eat all day. They literally want to eat all day. And so it's like I bought some French bread pizzas when I went to the store over the weekend. I love the French bread pizzas, the Stouffer's, I think it's French bread pizza. Love it. Loved it since I was a child. I don't want to say they're premium pizza, but Isaiah sure thinks they are. They were on sale, 3 for $9. So I got them, and I'm thinking I'm going to eat that today for dinner. No. Isaiah had 3 over the weekend, then had 1 today, and Elijah had 1, and I only had 1. I had it yesterday. I'm like, well, damn, like, meanwhile, they have other things that's theirs, right, that they can eat. Like, just damn, like, it's I will say that's very frustrating. It happens to Rocky too. They eat it. We just gotta stop them from eating the stuff. Like, we just gotta stop them. But sometimes you just be so tired, and they're begging or whatever, and you're just like, just go eat it, like, because the go and just eat it means that you are gone and you're eating something, and you're not saying mommy, 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 mommy every 2 seconds. That's literally what's been happening, and I'm trying to stay focused, but I wanted to do something, and I remember when they were babies and I'm trying to film and I'm like, shush and quiet, but it made me so frustrated. So I'm just like, I'm not going to do this, because it's so hard to find a space and a time and a quiet area, my own little space where I can do this, where I can have a quiet moment to just do this and unwind and relax. Like, it's so hard. And one of the struggles I have with it is, if I come here, then the other people can't come here. If I'm in my room, then I'm here and nobody else can come in here because I'm doing this. Like, it's such a struggle. It's such a struggle. I find a way, and I'm going to keep finding a way, but sometimes it can just be such a struggle. But anyway, I got another Christmas card, and this one is from one of my millennial friends. So I done said I don't know, but I got one. And Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. May God bless and keep you guys throughout the entire year. Best wishes for a happy holiday season. I almost messed up. Lots of love, from the person. Okay, I'm going to hang this right up on the wall. I'm going to put it up on the wall so you guys can see it, So Christmas card number 2 received this year. And I want to do a quick haul with you guys. So I went to Loft. Impromptu, wasn't supposed to happen, but it did. Okay. They had a crazy sale. I don't think I've ever shopped at Loft before. If I did, it's been a gazillion years. They had a crazy sale. It was 55% off the entire store, and then they were handing out little cards to get more discount on top of the 55%. So I was in there because I was eating a pretzel. I was trying to just get in some energy because I didn't eat anything all day Saturday until I got home that night, and whatever I ate that night, that's what I ate. So when I was in there killing time, I said, I saw some pants. I said, I'm going to get these. So I decided to get the pants because they were stretchy. Y'all know I want to be cute but comfy, and so they're stretchy. So I got these. Okay, they are a skinny pant at the bottom. Okay, and they have a little bit of design up at the very top. So I like these. They're very cute. Of course, they're work related. I'm trying my best to not do that, but it's hard. Okay, I accept that my style is this, okay, and I can change it a little bit, but I accept that. Okay, but what I'm about to show you is the complete opposite. So then I bought these because these stretch. I have never owned a pair of pants that are like kind of leather like this, but I keep seeing people styling these type of pants when they're going out, for New Year's, and I am so excited to like style these pants. I'm supposed to be going out with a friend at the end of the year pretty much, and I figured that I could wear these, or if I'm supposed to be going out with my friends in the beginning of the year for a birthday, to celebrate a birthday, and I'm like, I probably could wear, I might wear them both times. Listen, I bought them. I don't wear them one time, okay? I probably wear them both times, okay? They're so cute, and I was afraid because, you know, you think leather and it's gonna be tight and, you know what I'm saying, like stuck to you and all that good stuff. No, I tried these on. I put one leg in. I put this leg in, and I felt how it felt and saw what it looked like just with the one leg. I already know, I'm like, I'm gonna love these. I'm gonna love these. So I was really excited about those two. I want to stop at Loft again, not anytime soon, but just to see what else they have, because like I said, I've never shopped in there. They had a lot of cute stuff, especially a lot of cute sweaters. So I might want to go in there. Maybe I'll get a sweater or something like that. I don't know, but I definitely want to try to go in there again to see what they have, especially if they're having a crazy sale like they had that day. It was really busy in there. I've never seen Loft in King of Prussia that busy, but again, I don't really go in there, so I don't know. But yeah, so okay, I think I've calmed down enough. Good evening. It is Tuesday. It's very late for me. It is like 11 or so p.m. I got some ice cream. I love putting ice cream in mugs for some reason. I can't explain it, I just do. And I'm loving my hair. My curls are very tight, but they will loosen up. I'm gonna pin curl my hair tonight, but he did cut a little bit of my end, but it's still very long, and once these curls fall, it's gonna look really, really nice. So I'm excited about that. It's actually a full circle moment because I think last year, the first vlog that I posted, I had my natural hair curly like this, but he had cut it like in layers extremely, and I know I remember that because I was very upset about it, but very much longer now. Of course, that cut from 1 year ago was absolutely necessary. So, and again, I have this permanent part, like he just said, oh, and it just laid, and he just, you know, puts the edge control on because it just laid there. Today was an extremely long day, and there were delays like probably everywhere yesterday. So driving yesterday was a breeze. It was beautiful. It was lovely. Driving today was horrid. Driving today was horrible on my way to my important meeting, and also on my way back home. On my way to the meeting, the drive was an hour and 20 or so minutes. But yesterday the drive was only 50 minutes. So then the ride home, you know, your GPS tells you several routes. And I like to use the Google in my car. Because the Google in my car, as you're driving, you know, I guess sees things, the satellites, however it works. And then it presents me different options. Not necessarily speaking to me, sometimes speaking to me. But because, you know how you see how big my screen is in my car, I could just click the route, the different route or whatever. So I didn't do that this time, but it showed me different routes in the beginning, and of course I chose the shortest route to get to my hair appointment. It was not the shortest route. It was probably the same length of time as the other ones. I guess the Google Maps just couldn't see that far in the future. From where I was, it took me 2 hours pretty much to get to my appointment. What makes driving worse, of course, is also the snow. Nobody knows how to drive in the snow, or they're scared or whatever. Now, there were icy parts, and normally Philly is like cleared up. There's areas that are not clear. Like, I'm actually appalled. What is going on? Why are these streets not cleared up? Is it because we forgot what happens when things supposed to snow? Or is it that you so tired of the yoki doke that sometimes the meteorologists will say, oh my God, snow. And it's literally a dust thing. And so then you don't go out because it's like, I'm wasting money and resources for over these dust things, right? No. They were right this time. There's real snow outside. Where's the salt? Like the bottom of our driveway. It's horrible. Like, it's horrible down there. And the city, you know, want to say, oh, this belong to us and this don't belong to you. Why is it not salted? Why is it not salted? Why is it not plowed? Like, why? Yeah, lots and lots and lots of driving today. So I'm very tired, but I wanted to have my little stuff before I pinned up my hair and go to bed. I'm watching Hollow right now. A scary game from Hollow right now, just to relax and unwind, because I left the house at 8 o'clock this morning. I didn't get home until 9:30 tonight. I do have Pilates tomorrow, so I hope my hair is like fine, you know, after Pilates. I hope so. But I don't know if I told you guys what's going on for Thursday. I don't know why. And if I didn't, I'm just going to tell it right here. On Thursday, I'm off work. And Thursday morning, my grandmother has a doctor's appointment. Just to check in and see the results of her test that she got last week. And then we have a trip. The boys have a trip. We're going to see Elf. So I'm really excited about that. I hope my hair lasts a long time. Like, I can make it last, but I hope it lasts because it's really nice. It's really cute. And I'm happy. And this is my natural hair. Like, this is... I thought I was getting the wig today, but I don't know. I was like, just do whatever. Just get my hair, please. Okay? I will say, when I got there, I was like, oh, I did my own hair. It was like, oh, okay, you did a good job. And what did you do? Was it a blowout? Because, so was it a blowout? But I don't have the tools that he probably would have, whatever, as a stylist, to get my hair super straight like how it is right now. I was like, no, it's not a blowout. I straightened it. Oh, you can get it as straight as I can. I said, no, I can't. He said, oh, no, you can't. Right, I can't. So I did what I could do. Today would have been a great day to film content because my hair is all nice and done or whatever. It's just not working. It's not working. When am I going to find time to film this content? Like, I might need to, like, set aside a day for me, like from work, where I could just do this, because it's just not working. It's just not working no other day. It's not working no other way. It's just not working. I don't know. Let's manifest something. By the end of this week, it may even be Saturday. And the boys got a haircut Saturday. Oh my God. By the end of this week, I'm going to put some makeup on my face. And I'm going to film this video. I'm going to batch create. I got to do something. Because I have so many ideas and I don't want them to go to waste. I want to do them. I don't want them to go to waste. And they all don't have to be uploaded right now. But I just want to do them so they don't go to waste. Wednesday, so I look so happy and chipper right now, but my Wednesday did not start off this way. I was so tired from all that driving yesterday. Like, I thought I got enough rest last night. I did not get enough rest last night, and so the fatigue of it all has just been a mess, and it just weighed on me all day long. And so I'm taking this moment to pause, of course, to check in with you guys, of course, but I need a pause because as soon as I walk in the door, it's going to be mommy, 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 because that's what always happens. And you know, they're excited for their trip tomorrow, and I still got, you know, to take grandma to the doctor and everything tomorrow, and it's going to be a lot. This week has been non-stop driving, so I need to take a moment to pause and reflect. This is how it felt today. I always seem to find some sort of metaphor or something that conveys how I've been feeling, like what I felt today. And this is how I felt. I felt like Like, have you ever seen Titanic? I'm sure everyone has seen the Titanic movie. And when the iceberg hit, you know, and they went to the captain. I don't remember his name. Maybe I'll put it below if I find it. They went to the captain and they said, well, we don't have enough lifeboats, you know. Who should go on a lifeboat? And he was just like, this is really happening. Like, this is really happening. And he said, you know, women and children first, of course, the famous, you know, line, women and children first. And thinking about, honestly, in real life, this life or death decision. Now, this is not that serious, okay? We here another day. But in the moment of feeling fatigue and feeling drained and you know, multiple things going on that need to be addressed, it was just like, whoa. Like, it was. So sometimes when I have moments, I'm in ChatGPT because Rocky's busy. I don't have my mom to speak to. I don't really have people. Sometimes I feel like I don't have people to speak to in those exact moments. And it tells me that I'm spiraling. Like, it literally, you're spiraling. Like, it really tells me, like, you're spiraling. This is why you're spiraling. You know, all these different things. You know, you hold yourself to these standards. And when you have a bad day, you know, but you have all these responsibilities, you feel like, oh my God, I'm letting people down. And I was as I'm driving to Pilates, I'm like, oh, this is exactly how it feels, that I'm like the captain on Titanic, and they're like, who's getting in a lifeboat? Who's getting in the lifeboats? Who are you willing to save? And then knowing damn well that he was gonna go down with the ship. Like, not choosing him. Now, as I dove into that metaphor with ChatGPT, an underlying layer came out of it as I was thinking about this. In Titanic, you know, they didn't listen, I'm not a fact checker, okay? From what I understand, they built this big, beautiful boat, okay? And it was unsinkable, right? Everybody knows this, right? Everybody knows the story. And then, you know, that's why they didn't put that many lifeboats on it, because it's not going to sink anyway. Sometimes things in life in general are functioning this way. Organizations and regular things. Nothing can happen to me until it happens. And then someone's looking for someone to rescue or make it make sense. But the problem is, the person, I didn't have the capacity in the moments to function, to make it make sense. So I'm not lying to you. What is happening with X? And they're there, and I'm like, because I couldn't process it. Like, I was so fatigued and tired, and I couldn't think and function and focus this morning. It was so hard the entire day to function and focus. So when I got to Pilates, which I made it in great time, I didn't have an issue with driving today. I said, you are here. You are not focused on that. You are not doing that. You are here for you. There's no saving. There's no decision making. There's none of this crazy stuff that you have to think about. You're here. And I felt better. I feel so much better. I love Wednesday Pilates. Wednesday is I don't know why, but Wednesday is a very tough day for me in the middle of the week. And maybe it's that hump day stuff. I don't know. It's a very tough day for me in the middle of the week. And this Wednesday was one of the toughest Wednesdays I've faced in a long time. Coming from that high of having the most wonderful work day yesterday to the other end of the extreme of having a tough cognitive day, you know. And if I could have stayed home to rest, I would have done that. I definitely need to put in some time coming up soon to get some rest, because that is the sign that I need rest. When everything feels so much pressure and I can't think about it, and I don't know how to answer it, but I have an issue, right? But I have an issue. I'm about to bust out crying right now. But I have an issue. Like, I understand that there's all these different things going on, but in that moment, like, I have an issue, and I'm like, because he's in the boat, like, I'm about to check out, okay? I'm not saying that that's how I'm not saying that that's how I felt, but it's like, I have something going on with me right now, but there's all this other outside noise going on, and I'm being looked at to resolve it. And I really froze. Like, I was able to gather myself, because I always do, but the frustration and the tension and the stress and the fatigue lasted all day long. It was a lot. Happy I'm taking this particular moment, but I want to do something else. So I was a little bit sweaty today at Pilates. Now, y'all saw how beautiful my hair was yesterday, right? Y'all saw that, right? Boom, 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 right? It was beautiful. It was gorgeous, okay? I'm going to take my hair out right now because I want to know what's going on. We're going to turn this light on. Is my edges are still okay. Edges are, actually, I don't know. I don't feel anything. This is pin crew, okay? I'm a pin crew. I'm going to take it out and I'll be right back. Okay. I'm so lucky because I was working. Work. I was working today at Pilates. And this is my hair. Now, it's not going to be all super curly like how he had it yesterday. But y'all know how I like my hair. Like, this is it. This is my hair. Okay. And it is still fine. There's no issue. It still looks pretty. It still is pretty. Okay. I didn't do the flip, you know, like, I ain't do that. I might do that when I get home. But no, edges are still fine. Everything is still fine. Okay. Okay. All right, we're going home. I just want to be pretty when I go home. I'm sorry. Good evening. It is Thursday. I finally parked this car. It has been another 2-hour driving afternoon. This time from the Bucks County Playhouse. And we went to see Elf, which was amazing. Such an amazing play. Everyone acted their behinds off in this play. It was really amazing. And I had such a great time until these dang kids. So in New Hope, PA, because that's kind of where we were, sometimes the scenery is so alluring, and there's the water, and it's so much water, and you know, the kids, besides the beach, well, I'm sure they've seen water like that before, but they're like, oh my God. So Isaiah had to go to the bathroom, and I told Elijah to stand with me because this is a whole big, you know, playhouse. Things are moving and people are moving. I'm like, stay right here. I want to go and be with my friends. Okay. The friends were at the stage. Please use your imagination as I describe what happened next. The friends are at the stage, or close down near the stage, or in the aisle as if they were going towards the stage. And in the Bucks County Playhouse, there is a door that goes to the restaurant that's right next to the Playhouse. And outside the doors of the restaurant is the patio and all the water and things like that. So prior to all of that happening, Elijah somehow lost his 16 ounce or whatever that is, 22 ounce, whatever that is, bottle of soda, because he was clapping for the show, and somehow it fell and it rolled wherever. Okay, so then he told me. As Isaiah came out the bathroom and I went to look in the area for this soda, I think I saw it. So I'm saying, Elijah. They run into the restaurant. The friends that people want to be with, right, are still in the room with me. I'm like, Elijah. They literally run from the county playhouse to this restaurant, outside of the other doors on the other side of the restaurant, to the open water area. I went off because no one asked me. No one asked me to go out there. They just went and dashed. Here's the explanation. Elijah has a cell phone, so he figured that he could just tell me where No. Then Isaiah takes ownership and says, hey, I said I wanted to show Elijah this thing. Isaiah is the younger brother, so the older brother, who's about to be a teenager soon, don't got enough damn sense to, because Elijah actually had an issue with wandering before, for a very long time, because Elijah's a very curious child, and he's trusting, and I'm not saying that something bad is going to happen with him, but I'm a parent, right? Don't you want to, parents need to know where their children are, right? You know that commercial, you know where your kids are? It's 8 o'clock. Do you know where your kids are, right? Yeah. I'm from that era, okay? You need to tell me where you're going. You don't just run off. The issue was Isaiah was the ringleader in all of this, and almost preteen Elijah ran off with him, not remembering that we've had these conversations for several years about wandering off. On top of that, it is super busy out here on all of these roads because it is the week before Christmas, literally. And everybody is driving like, huh? What are you doing? In the last week, I've probably cussed so much because I'm like, what is y'all doing? What is y'all doing? And people are literally floating from the lane right here to in front of me or whatever, and I'm literally right here. Like, they're just floating, they're just oblivious, just ignoring me, just going and doing what they want to do. Am I just not there? Like, besides the driver, because people drive crazy anyway, why would you just run out of here and you don't say anything to me? Just run. Like, what is wrong with y'all? Like, what? And I was over the moon at Elf. I was laughing. I was crying. I had such a good time. Why would y'all do that? Like, why would y'all wander? Like, what is wrong with kids? But you know what? I'm going to tell you a story. Okay? I'm going to tell you a story. Okay, I had to abruptly leave. My apologies. Let me tell you the story that I was going to tell you about before I have to abruptly leave again. Oh boy. Oh, it's been a minute since I've been in my bed because people sick and stuff. Anyway, so when I was a little girl, maybe first grade or kindergarten, my mom would always pick me up from school, right? And this one day, for whatever reason, only you know why you do things, okay? Even if you remember as a child, only you know why. I just know I like this little boy. I was in kindergarten, first grade. That's all I know. Okay, and I left the schoolyard one day after school, and I walked with the boy and his mom, and I clearly remember saying, "Oh, it's okay." I do remember that. And the crossing guard, once I got to a major intersection around the school, the crossing guard realized that I wasn't one of the regular students that walked that way. And so she took me back to school. My mom and my aunt were looking for me. And, you know, of course, here I am. They found me. They got me. And I got home. I was in trouble, okay? And so I guess sometimes I feel like when you have children, the things that you've done, sometimes I feel like the things that you did when you were a child come back to haunt you when you become a parent. So, yeah. Good evening. It's Friday. Friday. It is Friday. Just waking up from a power nap. The later end of this week has been hard to vlog because I've been pulled in many different directions. And I guess I had one of those moments at the end of the week where it's like, okay, well, I want to do this, but what do I do? And so I chose to spend time with my family and, you know, the things that they wanted, you know. I hope that I could next week find some time for me to do what I want to do. I haven't posted on anything, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, for a week. And I've been wanting to post this same video this whole time. It requires me to sit in front of the tree with the tree all lit up, talking about my favorite skincare products for 2025. And I just can't seem to get it done because the kids are there, or, you know, maybe Rocky's downstairs watching TV. And I don't want to infringe on any of the stuff that they want to do for this video. So I'm like, okay, well, but I still want to do the video. What am I going to do? I don't know. I'm going to have to try again this weekend to figure out something so I can get this done. It's just been a very stressful and hectic. I've been feeling tired and anxious and upset all week. So I hope next week is better. Yeah. I do want to share just a little bit about the play, because I didn't really get a chance to talk about that yesterday. The play was really nice, and I couldn't record the play or aspects of the play because they was out there with their flashlights like the popo. Like, I saw them get a couple of people who tried to record something. Like, it was like, pick your phone up, record. They was on you. Like, it was crazy. And the actors were very professional. As these things were going on, they still were doing their thing. It's so decent how they were able to still focus when all those different things were going on. So I really commend that. It was a very good show. If you are interested in Elf the Musical, I don't know how long it's going to be there at the Bucks County Playhouse. If you would like to see that, it was really, really good. Some of the jokes, okay, so maybe I'm in a mindset where political correctness is like the norm in my brain, because this is how I have to function and operate at work, right? The jokes weren't bad. The jokes were fine. The political correctness of it all had me like gasp sometimes here and there. But that's just because my brain isn't wired to hear other things sometimes, because I'm so used to what I'm saying and how I have to say it at work and things like that. I don't operate like that outside of work. But coming from this kind of week that I had, it was really work driven and stressed me out, work related. It makes sense why I was just like gasp at some of these jokes. But in this thing, I laughed and I cried, and it was a really good play. I really wish that I was able to focus on it more, but like I said, what happened with the boys happened, and that took my focus away. Definitely took my focus away. Yeah, but I think after today I should be fine. Next week is Christmas. I mean, come on. All this anxiety and frustration and fatigue for all it should be good. We should be good. Christmas is next week. So I look forward to that. The boys seeing, what Santa got them, and I look forward to that. So yeah. So I guess I'm just going to close out this week's vlog. I did get another Christmas card. I didn't hang it up yet. We're going to hang it up together. Okay. But I did get another Christmas card. So far I only got 3. I did get some things from some people at work, which was shocking. Because I don't expect things, but they very kind and caring this year. My staff, I got 2 Christmas cards at work there, but I put them on my door so people could see it. But yeah, I got a couple of things. I can't wait to share those things with you because they're so cute and so thoughtful, and so I will share those things with you next week, because next week is Christmas, and I don't want to use any of the stuff or do anything with the stuff until after Christmas. And yeah, thank you so much for watching this week's vlog. If you've gotten to this point, I really appreciate you. Thank you for supporting me. Hopefully next week I have more content to post. I get out of this this week era of I can't do it because X. Hopefully I get out of that, and then yeah, definitely maybe the holidays caused me so much anxiety. So yeah, all right, until next week's vlog, I will see you.